All right, welcome back to the KnivesFAST channel. Guys, it is time for another review on the KnivesFAST channel. So let's start by saying hello to our friends, Ren and Stimpy, Powder Toast Man, Log TV, and Choo Choo. And we're going to get started. This is a CMB knife, and this comes by way of the Lefty Pass Around group. You guys know my buddy Lefty EDC. This is the first CMB made knife on the channel. This is the Dharma. There you go, titanium. Carbon fiber. It is black and M390, and they do come with these really cool pouches, zipper pouch, padded, very, very good. So I don't know why I don't have it up on here, but this is the black coated titanium handle with the black carbon fiber, which is kind of a very interesting looking kind of shred carbon fiber, I guess you'd call it. You have a chamfer here and here. You can see the different lines there. Chamfer up here. Very nicely done. Flat pivot over here. Tooled pivot over here. You do have a lanyard hole. Back spacer, which is machined a little bit. Machined titanium clip that is tip up with about that much sticking out of your pocket, and it does not look like it is reversible. So left side tip up only with a little bit sticking out of your pocket. Not too bad. You do have a hole there. Very nicely done, and you have a finger wells here. We'll get into that in a moment. And you have sort of a top slash front flipper and a rear flipper. The rear flipper has jimping here, and you just basically drag. It's very easy to do. It's not really a light push button. It's a light switch, and the detent on this guy is pretty good. I mean, it's not super stout, but it's good. I can middle finger flick it from the hole. I will say where your finger sort of falls, it is a very thin hole, which goes to them making it very sleek looking here. You can come back here and do it. It's just not quite as comfortable. My finger is comfortable right there, and it's a very thin hole to get to, but I can do it. Thumb flick, easy peasy, no problem. You can tell the detent is good. It's a little softer on the thumb flick than it is on the flipper. Now, this is a horrible style of front flipper for me to do. I can do it. I have to give it quite a bit of wrist. I mean, it's just not comfortable. It doesn't feel good to me. I cannot do the reach over with it. I have tried multiple times. I just can't do it. So for me, this is a back flipper knife and a hole deployment knife. And again, you saw that I kind of choked up a little bit there. And when I choke up, there's more room because the hole gets fatter back here, and that is much easier for me to do. But, again, can I front flip this? Yes. Well, man, it is just not easy for me. There we go. But it hurts pretty badly right there. It just digs in. There's pain right there right now. It is definitely not good for me. Some of you might like that. I do not care for that at all. It does not. And it does have some jimping on it. Just doesn't work for me. This is fine, and the hole is fine. And as a matter of fact, I would say the best opening method on this knife is the flipper. You can see it drops to my thumb and just easily glides down with a shake. Very, very nice. Now let's see. Again, black blade, black handles, but you can see there it is pretty well centered. When we look at the lockup on this liner, by the way, not a lot of lock bar access as far as a pass-through. But, it's not terrible. You do have to dig down in there. If you're going to do it over and over again, it moves fairly easily, but I would prefer there be a little bit more room. How about that? But lockup, it is about a 30 there. I forgot to talk about lockup, hard, solid, whatever you want to call it. Very well done on the lockup. Yeah, very well. And again, I'm not a huge fan of the scallop lock bar. I do like that they put a chamfer in there, and that chamfer does allow you to sort of just slide in and push it, but you do have to dig in. And I just want you to know that if you did that a bunch of times, it would probably be a bit irritating. But if you're just going to use the knife and you know, close it, it's not bad. You can do it. I just wish there was a little more access. That's all. All right, what else? But yeah, 4-finger grip on the knife. I will tell you, you do have a little bit right here at the top of the carbon fiber, and down, not as bad down here. This is chamfered pretty well, but right here, a bit of 90-degree feel, especially on your fingers that land right there. There is sort of a finger choil here, but it is small. So just make sure you stay back, but I can do it. There's no jimping up here except right this little tiny bit back here, but my thumb lands here, but it feels fine, nice and chamfered off. Very, very cool in that regard. But again, it's a 4-finger knife back here, and it doesn't feel too bad. You do feel the clip a little bit, but not bad. And that 90-degree spot isn't so bad either. Just wanted to point it out. Now you do have, let's see, the CMB logo over here, and I'm not sure, this must be the designer, but I wasn't able to find out who that was. The plunge grind is back here quite a ways, and you know, you have a nice relief for the sharpening choil there. Now, I will tell you, this is a coated knife, and you can see where the detent ball is going into that coating because of the way the handle is cut there. But, you know, no big deal. You should just know that it's there. Again, really well-made feeling knife. Just, again, a couple little things there. Oh, cutting-wise, cutting performance, it does very nicely. You got fairly thick stock, actually, but it just glides, guys. It is, you know, for as thick as it is, and by the way, M390 is your steel. For as thick as it is, it just cuts. No problem whatsoever. You can see it just cuts. Flat grind way up here. Very nicely done. Black wash finish, which is pretty much, if you're going to do a black coating, that's my favorite look. And it just looks really good. Now, let's talk specs, and then we will show you our comparisons and wrap this puppy up. Now, these are available at White Mountain Knives, but not this variation. This particular variation is sold out, but you can click the notify button on White Mountain Knives and get notified when they come back in stock. That one's $253.30. There is a sandblast titanium with carbon fiber that's $258. There's a copper coated titanium, an M390 with satin finish. It says satin, but yeah, it is satin. $253, and then a sandblast with carbon fiber that $258. Those are all available, but again, this particular one is not currently available. Now, this guy is 8.26 inches overall, 3.72 on the blade length. The blade thickness is 0.15, so again, a little thicker stock than usual. That's like 3.6 or 7 millimeters, I don't know. M390, flat, plain, flat grind, plain edge, 4.54 inches on the handle length, 4.55 ounces, so a little heavier there. Oh, there we go. It's designed by Sebastian Irwan. Okay, so, I'm not familiar with him, but a very cool design. And I forgot to mention again, there is a little bit of milling. Oh, come on, focus. A little bit of milling on this side for weight reduction, but not really, not really any on the other side. And that's where you come up with the 4.54, because it's about, it's a little thicker. So that's where we come up with that little extra weight there. But again, is it bad weight-wise? No, it's just a little chunkier in that regard. Now, our two comparison knives, we have the Ontario. This is going to be right in that in-between spot. Again, it's just a little smaller than the Rat 1, and it's quite a bit bigger than the Rat 2. So there you go, guys. What do you think of this one? I'm just curious what you think. Again, I think it's the first it is the first CMB knife I've had on the channel, and I think it's a good first one to look at. I've really enjoyed it. And guys, Give me a thumbs up. Let me know what you think down below. And thanks to to the Lefty EDC Pass Around group. Thanks, Kevin. And thanks to each of you for watching the Knives Fast channel.